Classic Hits 98.9 WJEZ. Good morning and welcome to the Community Forum. I'm Cynthia Grun. I'm joined in the studio today by Brian Dukes. He's the superintendent of Pontiac District 429 Schools. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
And he is joined by Adam Downs. He's the CEO of the Greater Livingston County Economic Development Council. Good morning to you, too.
Good morning, Cindy. Good to be here.
We're going to be talking about the Pontiac Junior High Makers Fair. Brian, how about you talk about that?
Yeah, so over the last couple of months, I've talked quite a bit on Community Forum and our board meetings about a club we've recently started over at the junior high, what we call a Makers Club, and it's a STEAM-based club that we've had since probably about November. I think we really started up and going, and kids meet about once a week, and at that time, the kids are able to create. We've bought some things through a EDC grant that we were lucky to take a part of to kind of get us going with some resources, and the kids spend once a week after school hours. And Christine Kyoto and Leah Hansen are two sponsors for that club, and it's all STEAM related, and it's just hands-on opportunities. So as we've gone over the last couple of months, we started to talk about, well, how now can we showcase this and show people, whether it's in our community, whether it's in our business community, or just our families, to see what the kids are doing. But to this point, our parents haven't really seen much of the action that's taking place. So this Thursday from 5 to 5:30 over at Pontiac Junior High on 600 Morrow, we are going to have what's called a Makers Fair, in which we'll basically be showcasing what the kids have been doing. So community members, business members, and obviously our families are welcome to show up between those times. It's going to be an open house. Kids are going to be set up all over the cafeteria area, and people can just kind of walk around and just talk to the kids about what they're experiencing and what they've gotten out of this particular club. And we really just want to showcase, that opportunity for our kids, and it's something we're looking to do twice a year moving forward, right around parent-teacher conferences. So that way, it's an event where we've already got parents and families coming into our buildings, and then just open it up to the community to come in and see what's happening over at the junior high.
Now, can you give us a couple of examples of what people will see, like projects-wise? Or, what's this going to look like?
Yeah, so one of the examples, I was in there watching them the other day when they had club. There's some coding, there's some robotics, some things they're doing with that. So kids are learning how to code and make the robotic move. We have some electronics, so kids are building things and things are lighting up and figuring out how they, the behind the scenes of how that all works. And so those are just two examples of what to see. And again, it's a lot of just hands-on and allowing kids to explore and just try to figure things out with a little guidance from the teachers.
Very interesting. Now, I'm kind of curious, Adam, how does the GLCEDC, what do you guys have to do with this program?
Sure. Well, we are very much interested in working with the schools to support education in an effort to really grow our workforce locally. Take one example of STEM would be out at OSF Hospital, really any department you go to, whether it's radiology or any of the others out there, you look at MRIs and CAT scans and the like, that's a natural STEM fit. But one area where you may not think there'd be a STEM connection would be in welding. But really today when you go out on the shop floor and you take a look, a lot of welding is done by computer-automated machines, laser cutters, plasma cutters. And so really to be successful anywhere you go today, it's not really the muscle in your arm. It's what I call intellectual horsepower. And that's why it's so important that the EDC supports our schools in that effort to really refine and hone skills of our students. And the other thing that I would say is, education not only is important from a workforce perspective, but education and strong educational programs are directly correlated to property values. People move, they make housing selections based on quality of education, and so that's another reason why economic development is really taking this on as an initiative as well.
So that's what I was just thinking, too. You guys have a lot of programs for adults and everything, but the students are adults to the future, so why not start working with them now, right?
Absolutely. It's, I was talking with one employer yesterday, and she had worked with Eastman Kodak, and they said that they were really involved in elementary school curriculum because that's such a formational time in a student's experience where that's when you build excitement for math and the sciences. And if you wait to attract them in their junior or senior year of their education, 10/12 of it is a missed opportunity. So it really needs to start in the elementary schools, and I am so pleased with the leadership of Superintendent Dukes and the school district and their teachers to really do what's being done in other areas around central Illinois. The fact that this is going to be a Livingston County pilot program, and they're bringing in teachers and offering opportunities for other educators from around Livingston County to see not only what's going on at the Makers Lab, but in their classroom is just a great opportunity for everyone around the county.
Now, Adam, I'm also curious from you. Have you gotten to talk to any parents or students that are a part of this to get any sort of feedback, or will Thursday be the first time you'll have that chance?
Right. Well, actually, I've worked a lot with one of the teachers, Miss Kyoto, and Superintendent Dukes on a video that we put together that has been shot at the Makers Club. I've been out and I've talked with the students to do a follow-up check on the $9,700 grant that the GLCEDC provided last year to them to get a start. So I'll be back there, I believe, this Thursday evening in what will be a third or fourth visit to the school, but really to underscore the importance of workforce in education. We have Caterpillar and LSC Communications, OSF Medical Center, Sea-Leg, Technical Metals, and others have volunteered to come on a quarterly basis and meet with our educators to talk about strengthening that bridge between the schools and employment on the other side. So.
Okay. Interesting. Well, how about you, Mr. Dukes? What do your teachers say? What are your students? Because this is new for a lot of people.
Yeah, we realized we were missing some parts of our curriculum when it came into this area, and which is why our board has hired a K-5 STEAM teacher for next year, which will give us 2 full-time STEAM teachers for K-8. At that point, that's where we've been building up our resources and building up our curriculum for next year, and I think our teachers are excited because this is new for a lot of them, other than maybe a training that they've gone to. But to have somebody here all the time with us, working with us, that's our staff member, I think is really just supportive for what we're doing and moving forward, and obviously being able to open it up to the other schools in the county, of being able to come visit us. We'll be able to collaborate and develop some professional development about what we're doing that they can then translate and take to their district, and really just open this up for the whole county.
Is there anything else you guys want to touch on while you're here today?
No, I don't think so.
But this is open to the public, you said, from 5 to 5:30, right?
Yes, yep. So Thursday from 5 to 5:30 at Pontiac Junior High on 600 Morrow. Anybody's welcome to come and by. Like I said, it'll be an open house. The kids will be set up in different stations and just demonstrating what they've been working on and some of the things they're excited about, and people will just be able to talk to the kids and kind of hear it from their perspective.
In closing, I would like to thank the business community for stepping up and being able to participate in our Education and Workforce Committee on a quarterly basis. I think when you take a look at the busy schedules that we all have, and this is some of the key leadership from our top employment centers here in the county, and the fact that they're willing to come together with our educators and support education and our Economic Development Council, that's meaningful to me. So a thank you to them.
Very good. We've been speaking with Brian Dukes. He's the superintendent at Pontiac District 429, and Adam Dons. He's the executive director of the Greater Livingston County Economic Development Council. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the Community Forum. I'm Cynthia Groff for Classic Hits 98.9 WJEZ.